Well, anytime you compete and battle and win a game against an arm like Hal, you got to feel good about your team. I felt like we came to the part ready to go. We came out of the gate swinging, put some good swings on him early. Had him on the ropes a little bit there and could have done a little bit more damage than we did, but kid's so good he can pitch out of stuff, you know. And I told our guys, I said, listen, it's a great challenge. I mean, you're probably looking at one of the first few picks, if not the number one pick in the 2017 draft, and we battled and we competed against him and scratched enough, and then we pitched well enough to win. Braden had some really good moments. You know, he's just got to get a little bit. He's got to eliminate the free bases. I'm not eliminate them. I know they happen, but 6 walks and 5 2/3 is too much. But Reed once again got us some big outs, and Reagan was, you know, had a great line to finish the game as well. So it's a great series win for us, a great day for us. We beat a great arm, and we'll come to the part ready to go tomorrow, and hopefully we can play a really solid game tomorrow and finish it off and make it a great weekend.
Chad, I know there's still a lot of the season left, but you guys matched the win total overall in SEC from last year today. Just, I mean, big picture, is that kind of a measuring stick for where you guys are?
Yeah. I mean, again, I hate to dodge the question, but I'm just trying to win our next game, and we're just trying to continue to improve. And we had a couple bumps in the road over the last couple weeks, and which you're going to have and we're going to have going forward. But I think right now, these last 3 games or so, we've played some really good baseball. We played good at Furman on Wednesday, and I love the way that we've played the first 2 here. And I can't get caught. I'm not one of those coaches that measure team against, you know, one team against another team. I just want this team to be the best team it possibly can be, and we're playing some pretty good baseball. And through 40 games, it's been a fun 40 games, you know, because they've bounced back from adversity the right way. They've competed, and we've won our fair share. But there's so many big challenges in front of us. I'm just taking it one game at a time. But it is nice. I mean, if you say, yeah, we're 13-4, that's nice. And hopefully we can continue to improve and make it a great year.
Coach, I wonder for the I wonder for the casual.
Why are you in a tie?
I had to go anchor the 6.
Oh, okay.
So I missed the end of the game. Did you guys win? Anyways, Coach, I wonder for the casual baseball fan out there, what Gene Cone has done. Can you describe to the casual baseball fan just really how impressive it is to put a string of hits together like he has, to have a 26-game hit streak and can set the program record tomorrow with 1 base hit?
Well, he just competes every pitch. And he got in a bad habit a little bit last year of getting under some balls and, you know, flying out a little bit and hitting some lazy fly balls. And even though he still got his fair share of hits, but he's worked hard to stay on top of the ball and put pressure on the defense and make his outs be ground balls or line drives. And but he's got a great eye. He's got great savvy in the batter's box, and he's really playing with a lot of confidence. And you know, I think you have a better chance to play with confidence the longer you're here and the more experience that you have. And he's had some good moments here, and he's been in that batter's box quite a bit, so he knows what to expect. He's faced all those great pitchers in this league, so he's not in awe. And he's just putting good swing. He makes a pitcher throw it in there, and when he throws it in there, he puts a good swing on it. And he's been doing that all year long. Even when he was hitting 280, he was doing it. I mean, his quality at bats on our quality at bat chart were really, really high. And just because his plate approach is so sound. He doesn't very rarely chases pitches out of the strike zone. When he gets ahead in the count, he makes the pitcher throw it in a teacup, and if he does throw it in a teacup, he puts a good swing on it. And if it's not over this plate, he takes his walks. And got a good short stroke, and happy for him. He's playing very well. He's playing so well, I got a text from Whit Merrifield last night that asked me if, Andrew, you get a kick out of this. Whit asked me if I could put on the sack bunt a few times today. I said it was all in fun, and I said not hardly, not the way he's swinging it. We need to try to win, but it was cool to hear from Whit.
I don't know if they told you, but when Jonah Bride came up to the podium and the whole team came in here to support him, I don't know if support is the right word, but they came in here to chide him a little bit.
To make fun of him?
Yeah, a little bit. But I asked Braden about why Jonah, and he said that because everybody knew he hadn't been in here and they wanted to, it was just a close team. How nice is it to know that 40 games in the year your team's gelling and kind of special group?
Well, Jonah's a great kid, and I think he has all the respect of his teammates, and that's probably why they were in here. He works as hard. He goes about his business. He doesn't get too high or too low. He plays a great third base. He could hit 230 and be a valuable member of our team. But it's because I think he's made one error all year, and I told Andrew I wasn't there. So I mean, he's played flawless. He's played very good third base, and and our players just have the utmost respect for him. He's got great baseball savvy. He's not the most talented kid. He can't run very well. He doesn't have the best arm. He doesn't have a lot of power. But he does everything very well, and you need guys like Jonah in your team, on your team, and in your locker room. And I think that's probably what you saw, just the respect factor that his teammates have for him.
Staying on Jonah for a second, what has led to his kind of surge at the plate? Why are his numbers going
Well,
down?
I think one of the balls falling in for him a little bit, and he's getting some confidence. And he was hitting 250, and I swear I thought he was squaring some balls up, and he was hitting some balls in center field and on the nose that were caught, and he hitting some tough luck. I think he's been swinging the bat pretty good all year. He went through a stretch where he didn't swing it very well, but he's been very consistent for us, and it's good to see some of those hits fall in. And what he did today, going 3 for 3 against that kid, whose I guess opponents were hitting 119 against him coming in, it's impressive. He's just got a great baseball mind, great baseball makeup, and he's a solid player for us.
What made you want to go to Reagan so early?
Well, one, their best hitter was coming up, and Josh hadn't thrown in a while, and he was our best guy, and Tyler was not going to be available today, and we wanted to try to win the series today. We wanted to try to win the game, and if we thought that was a big moment in the game, if we could, we knew Tanner was probably about done for Missouri at that time, so they were going to go to their bullpen, and just felt like if we could scratch another run or two when we had Reagan out there, I like our chances. And he was fresh and ready to go. I think what did we bring him in? We brought him in with 2 outs in the 7th, so we were looking at a 7-out save maybe, or 7-out outing, and he was terrific. You feel good about your chances if you have a lead, and Reagan's out there because he's going to make the opponent beat him because he throws the ball in there. And the way the wind was blowing in today, we felt good about our chances.
I know Webb probably had more walks than you would have liked, but striking out 10 guys, and when runs will probably be at a premium facing.
He's got strikeout stuff, and he's got great stuff, and he's continuing to learn how to pitch, and change speeds, and he can be dominant when he's in the strike zone and he's commanding all his pitches. We've seen it at Vandy, we've seen it at Ole Miss. He can dominate you, and he was just a little sporadic today from a command standpoint, but he certainly did get some big outs for us, and pitched into the 6th inning and gave us a chance to win. And when he was right at 100 pitches when we got him out, and he did his job. And so it was a great outing for him, especially coming off. His last start at Georgia wasn't one of his best. So it's good to see him pitch the way that he did today and get us a big win.
I asked Braden if some of the older guys on the team last year ever talk about what happened last year and make them focus more on this year. He said really the only person that does it is you. What do you tell them about last year, if anything, and how do they respond to it usually?
I don't harp on it too much. I harped on it a lot in the fall. But I once this year started, I don't know if I've said a word about last year's team. History teaches us all valuable lessons. If you can't learn from the past, and what in the world have you're not much worth your salt if you can't apply to what's happened to you, from your previous experiences. And I have a hunch of what caused some of those bad experiences last year, and I wanted to make sure we didn't fall into that trap again. And it all starts with togetherness in that locker room, and makeup, and camaraderie. And this year's been a great group in regards to that. That's all my message has been. Is special seasons and championships or great seasons are made in the locker room. That happen in there. They don't happen in my office or in the dugout me coach it. They happen in there, and they control that. That's been my message to them since September. And I don't know if our locker room, I don't want to harp on last year, but our locker room is a great locker room this year.
The bottom of the order is struggling a little bit today. Do you see any different guys mixing up? Do you think TJ may get a start tomorrow?
Are they throwing a lefty tomorrow? Is that official? Yeah. I mean, I love TJ Hopkins, and so he probably will be in there tomorrow. And I don't know. Sometimes don't hold me to it. Who knows what might happen? But I might put a couple guys in there tomorrow from a matchup standpoint. We have a deep team. We have some depth, and and I think I need to utilize that depth from time to time, especially if they're throwing a left-handed pitcher out there, and we got some righties that are hitting good against lefties. I might put a few in there. And but TJ's got a bright future here, obviously, and he's been a big part of our success. And we're certainly going to get him. We'll get him a lot of opportunities.
Gave LT the day off and put Matt Williams in his first home start at first base. Just what was the rationale behind maybe taking LT out? What did you see from Matt today?
I just wanted LT to just take a day and rest his mind and relax. And been putting too much pressure on himself. And LT's a good baseball player. That's he's feeling the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he shouldn't. But young players have a tendency to go through that, and sometimes the best thing you can do when you're in that situation is just take a deep breath and watch the game and not have the pressure and not feel like the weight of the world's on your shoulders, and relax and support your teammates. And that's what he did today. And and Matt Williams is a very, very good defender over there and handles the glove well, and he's been swinging it very, very well in practice too. Just felt it was a better matchup today, and I just wanted LT to take a deep breath and relax, and he's certainly going to be in there his fair share of moments as we go forward. Thank you.